Chapter 1, here we come. That is very nice. I like that background. I am a sucker for, like, cloud shit, I tell you. Morning comes all too swiftly for the Amamiya household. I just want to say Mamma Mia. Christ, I don't want it to turn into an ABBA sing-along, though. Depending on how many times that comes up, we might just have to start saying that. Shu's alarm goes off at 7 AM and Shu considers it a miracle that he doesn't sleep through it. After turning off the alarm, he yawns and pulls himself out of bed. He stubs his toe on the nightstand on his way out of the room and curses as he makes his way to the bathroom. It's a very nice bathroom. I guess it's quite small. There doesn't appear to be a bath. I presume the toilet is over there somewhere. Like, hang on, where am I? I think, like, that way. No, that way on the screen. So, quite small. Weird towels as well. Shit pictures as well. Who's buying these? Alright, sack the guy who's making art for this house. He is not doing a good job. He just went out to the first art shop and bought whatever was the cheapest, didn't he? Shu bathes quickly, being particularly careful to wash all of last night off. Oh, okay, yes, specifically Rose Guardi Cologne. I was wondering where that was going. Seriously, who is he trying to impress with that 100 yen crap, anyway? 100 yen? Isn't that $1? He's impressing no one with $1. After his bath is done and his uniform put on, Shu begins the painstaking process of drying and styling his long hair. That looks like it's pretty styled to me. I don't know about you, but that looks styled. If that's not well done for him, then we're all fucked. Mere minutes into this process, there is a sound of someone jiggling the doorknob and trying to enter. When the door fails to open, the person on the other side follows up with loud, irritated-sounding knocks. Are you still in there? Come on, I have to get ready for school too, remember? That's your fault for not waking up earlier, not mine. Oh, God. We're being that dick. Come on, it's not like there's only one mirror in this house. I cannot think for a minute that you do not have a mirror in your room. Come on, this is easily done in your room. Also, what kind of uniform is this? It's a coat. Jesus Christ, just scrub up well. You're just doing your hair anyway, right? So let me in so I can brush my teeth at least. If I have to wait until you're done, I'll be late. Shu clicks his tongue in annoyance. It'll be super cramped if I let Master in here. The guy has no concept of personal space, and we have no concept of timekeeping, apparently. Still, he doesn't want to hear an angry rant from his brother this early on in the morning, so he opens the door. Oh, you kind soul. What? Hang on, I thought he was the studious one. We go in clothed immaculately, and he goes in looking like a greaser. Lucky bastard. Masaharu shuffles into the bathroom and roughly shoves Shu to free up sink space. Wow, talk about ungrateful. Paying no attention to Shu's obvious annoyance, Masaharu pulls a razor out of the drawer and carefully shaves his face. He doesn't have a beard. He didn't have a beard last night. What is he shaving? What are you... You're being uber careful. Shu tries his hardest not to laugh, but the temptation to ease is just too much to resist. What are you even doing with that razor? Exfoliating? Not like you're growing a beard anytime soon. Okay. At least the game realizes the irony in it. Shut up! Anyway, I don't even know what this exfoliation even is. Shu rolls his eyes. Well, that would explain all the acne. Acne? He doesn't... now you're just teasing him and being horrible. Masaharu drops the razor and leans closer to the mirror in a panic. What? Where? Not telling. I bet there isn't even any. You're just trying to mess with me, you ass. Yes, I say ass, not ass. Why do you even care? Got a hot date or something? Hot date. It's always the hot date. What's it to you? Nothing. I just thought it was weird for you to care about what your face looks like. You make it sound like I'm a total slob or something. He says, shiftily looking to the side. Nope, not me. No idea who you mean. You mean you're not? That's news to me. Shu finishes drying and brushing his hair as he makes jabs at Masaharu. Now for straightening. I wish my natural hair wasn't so damn wavy. Maybe I should get a straight perm one of these days, and that might totally burn my hair. Some minutes later, Shu's hair is straight and, in his opinion, flawless. Arrogant? He leaves everything over painstakingly examining his reflection in the mirror. I hope it's a beauty course we're on, because otherwise we're probably not passing it. I look great, as usual. That's arrogant. That's really arrogant. Alright, I'm out. Have fun shaving your non-existent facial hair, Master. He has to dodge a soap bar being thrown at him as he leaves the bathroom. Jesus. Violent reaction. Have fun shaving your non-existent facial hair. You fucking... A bit of a violent reaction. Jeez. Oh well. Shu goes to check on Natsume, but even before he reaches the doorway, he can already guess what he's going to find. One time as a birthday present, Shu and Masaharu both chipped in even, to get Natsume an alarm clock that increased in volume the more time passed. Yeah, my phone does that. I fucking hate it for it. I wish it would just stop ringing. Back then, they thought themselves pretty clever for thinking this up. The clock worked for a grand total of 2 days before Natsume's ears got used to ignoring the sound. Now, despite the fact that the alarm's volume is approaching the threshold for pain, Natsume blissfully and obliviously sleeps on. That's a talent we'd all love to have. Typical, so it's business as usual, I guess. None of you going to go in and turn that alarm off. That must get annoying for around the house. Masaharu finishes getting ready before long and starts Operation Wake Natsume. Okay, by getting a bag of ice from the freezer. Oh my god, you're cruel. You know that if you shake someone a little more than, as we saw last episode, you will get more done. It doesn't always have to be ice. Oh my god. Chiaki, the aspiring sadist of the family, goes for the chili pepper powder. After the ice is unceremoniously shoved down Natsume's... That's weird. That took me by surprise. That's... I guess the objective is to wake him up. You're gonna succeed in doing that? Jesus, okay, after the... I know there are some of you who are only listening to this and going to be very confused why I paused. Let me just read this line to you. After the ice is unceremoniously shoved down Natsume's pants and the powder stuffed into his nose, Natsume finally wakes up. Simultaneously shivering and sneezing, he races off to the bathroom, the door slamming behind him. Shu, go make sure he doesn't fall asleep in the bath again. No way, I did it yesterday, it's your turn. Looks like a slob again. Masaharu stomps off without a word. Actually, I haven't done it since last week. Sucker. That's not very nice. At about 7:45 a.m., their morning routine is nearly complete. Natsume, now mostly awake and dressed for school, cooks them breakfast and pulls out the bentos he made for lunch the night before. Yay, Japan! Though the food is mostly cooked and prepared during the evening. I don't know what bentos is. I think it's lunchbox. Because apparently you take lunchboxes with Japan way beyond where it's comfortable in the West. I don't get it. Natsume puts the finishing touches on the bentos in the morning. That or it's rice. I don't know. It's one or the other. Each bento is specially cooked. Masaharu's food has more protein. Okay, so it's a lunchbox. Which is good for athletes, whereas Shu's bento consists of very light yet high-calorie foods that can be eaten quickly. The two of them neither know nor pay much attention to what Natsume eats, though it seems he cooks for himself as well. Of course he does. He's not just going to leave it, is he? After breakfast, Masaharu and Shu say goodbye to their parents, and while Natsume watches the exchange from a respectable distance. As usual, no words are exchanged between Natsume and his parents. The three brothers then head to school just in time. So this is what it looks like? Lots of Japanese signs? Come on, does anyone know what this means? What does this mean? Yes, it's correct if two children sit very close to a window with their seats to the back. That seems like an odd safety warning. And over here, that's, I don't know, probably karaoke. No idea. Why do so many of these glimmer in such a way? Are they glimmer or are they scratches? I can't tell. Oh, whatever. Shu shoves his things into his locker, changes his shoes, and then starts to dash off to class, hoping he doesn't get caught by Shu! By Ryu. Damn, I was too slow. Oh, Ryu. What's with that look? Don't oh Ryu me. How could you just leave me there last night? I ended up getting charged for a fee for staying there past the time. That sucks, but I have a curfew. I had to get home. A curfew? 4 fucking AM? How lenient is it where you are? God, I want to live there. You couldn't have woken me up first? Shu shrugs. I'm not going to say this show. Shu? It was Shu. Shu. But You are probably too good looking for Ryu. Like, I have no idea why you're hanging out with him. Like, especially boyfriend-wise or whatever. I tried, you didn't wake up. I mean, look at him. Man, that hair is never washed. That is at least a week late. So you just left? You're not really a sensitive person at all, are you? Like, I've never heard that before. You're the one who went with me, even though you already knew I was like this. Look, I'm sorry, okay? It couldn't be helped. It's your fault for not going to the all-night option in the first place. Reserving a room all night's expensive. What does that have to do with anything anyway? If you'd reserved the room for the night, you wouldn't have had to leave, and I wouldn't have had to wake you up, obviously. If there's I'm noticing a trend this early on in the game. Shu is wrong a lot of the time. So much. I thought you said you had a curfew. Oh, I do, but I usually ignore it. It was 4 AM. I'm amazed he didn't pick up on that before. Then why did you have to get home in such a hurry that you had to ran off without waking me up first? Since last night, no, since way before that, I've known this was as far as we could go. He's not the one for me, he can't accept me for who I really am. Our fight last night just proved it. You're a bit of a dick. Come on, he can't accept me for who I really am? You're just a bit of a dick. There's that awful phrase that people use to excuse their terrible behaviour. What's the one with Marilyn Monroe said it? You know, oh, well, if you can't deal with me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at your best. It's like, stop trying to justify you being a fucking dick. There are perhaps 100 nice ways to break up with someone, but Shu is not one to be nice, not usually. His eyes flick down to Ryu's crotch and then his lips curl into a smirk. Well, you didn't give me much reason to stay, you know? Fucking hell. Oh, here. That's not a way to speak to a man. Ryu, incensed by this affront to his manhood, lunges at Chiaki, ramming him into the lockers behind him. Classmates passing stop to snigger at the scene, but do nothing to help. Good old school kids. Listen here, you little fag. We don't tolerate that kind of thing on our channel, I'm sorry, Ryu. But now I feel less sympathy for you. Last I checked, you're a fag too, senpai. Or did you forget about what we were doing last night? Ryu laughs bitterly. It's the sound of someone who knows he's going to come out ahead. I dated women before you. If anyone asks, I'm saying you forced me into it. I just let it slide since you look so much like a chick anyway. As if I've never had to deal with rumours before. No matter what talk surrounds Shu, he's never had trouble finding someone who's interested in him. I can sort of see why. Some people just like the thrill of a forbidden relationship. In fact, that was how he and Ryu got together in the first place. Forced you, huh? Well, I guess that's the only way you'd have ever gotten laid. You should be thanking me. Shu hears a sharp cracking sound before registering that he's being punched in the jaw, the pain being the last part that he feels. The echo of his skull slamming into the lockers reverberates through the emptying hallways. This music doesn't seem very fitting. I've done this a few times, but just imagine it, right? You know, duh. Ugh! You know what I mean? Like, still like just an angry smack as they're doing each other, and whatever. It's less sweet than the music implies. Little white dots fill his vision, bringing him just short of a concussion. Damn, that'll probably leave a bruise. Still, Shu is used to this. Life is the school's infamous serial data has just as many downs as ups. Then don't be a dick when there are ways around this. It doesn't have to come to insulting him wildly for no good reason. You could just get around... whatever. You satisfied now? Don't ever talk to me again. Shu's used to that sort of request too. No problem. Maybe I'm preaching to the choir here, but if you keep going on like this, you'll end up dead in a ditch one of these days. Better than having to sleep with you again. He just punched you! Stop provoking him! Did you not learn from what happened last time? Oh my god. Ryu race... Okay, let's get our smiting book out, shall we? I'd like you to write entry number... I don't know, it must be like 30 odd at this point. Shuki! Into it. Have you all done it? There you are. Done. He has added in. Ryu raises his hand again, despite his bravado, Shu but can't help but flinch. To Shu's surprise, something like pain flickers across Ryu's face. For a moment, Shu's wonder whether he's gone too far with his provocations. Yes! You did that from the moment you insulted his manhood, and then you just kept going. This is weird. After some 10 seconds, Ryu just shuffles off angrily, kicking a few lockers in his wake. Shu watches his now ex-boyfriend's back until Ryu is completely out of sight. Goodbye, Ryu. Sometimes I wonder if you actually do this on purpose because you enjoy being punished or something. I sort of had the same feeling. Man, you're short. Really funny, Chi. Chiaki Sorata, a senior, has been Natsume's best friend since childhood. Over the years, he's gotten to know the rest of the Mamma Mia family pretty well too. I'm just trying to be honest. What's the point of dragging things out? Honest or just cruel? Cruel! Like, blindly cruel. Honest would have been, I don't think this will work. So I think it's best if we just sort of leave it there. Not, oh lol, your penis is small, innit? Like, Jesus Christ. Well, if you're okay with being punched in the face on a weekly basis, then I guess that's fine or whatever. Spare me. Though Shu doesn't exactly advertise it, his bisexuality is pretty well known amongst the student body. How would you not know that? It doesn't seem like something... He says he doesn't advertise it. It's not exactly hidden, is it? Masaharu is still somewhat weirded out by it. Whoa, that's not a progressive family I expected. On this channel, we're progressive. We accept it. But Natsume and Chiaki have long learned to accept Shu for who he is. Good thing, too, is he has no intention of changing his ways for anyone. What a hardcore rebel. Fine, just don't get into too much trouble. It would be pretty crazy for me to wake up one day and find out that you've been knifed by a jilted lover or something. Not totally surprising, but still crazy. So take it easy. Jilted lover? My love life's not that melodramatic. It's not. It looks to me like you're in this kind of situation pretty often, though. Please, that guy who just walked off is the only person I've dated for ages. You and me have really different definition for the word ages. Besides, it's not like anyone else expects to meet the soulmate in high school. Who the hell would knife me for breaking up with them? This is someone who doesn't understand how people work. I'd love to know what he's taking. That's the theme for something. What is the theme for? It might just be a generic sound. As the warning bell chimes, Chiaki just laughs and heads to class, poking Shu in the shoulder as he passes. Shu's sure he hears Chiaki whisper brat under his breath, but his childhood friend has gone too fast for him to complain. Guess I'd better go before I'm late. Okay. So, here, everyone's playing a big game of what I can only presume by this and this of Scrabble. So that's nice. Is that a thing you can play with Japanese characters? Scrabble? I don't think you can. Yeah, what an odd feeling. What the hell is this? I couldn't even guess. Is this an advert for, like, the high school drugs club? That's the only person who'd paid something like that, surely. And then I assume this is just class shit. No idea what this is. The anatomy of a weird lice. And this is just someone who's very poorly drawn Australia. Is that what the drugs club get up to? Yeah, good enough, Australia, done. The rest of the school day passes by in a totally uninteresting fashion. I don't know why Mars are worried so much about the exams. They weren't that bad. I probably won't make A's, but B's are good enough for me. After getting his things in order, Shu notices that neither Natsume nor Masaharu are at the front of the school where the three usually gather to go to home together. I wonder what's up. Neither of them respond when Shu texts them on his cell phone. Typical. I'd better go find them if I want to go home anytime soon. Mars is in 2C, I think? After all this time and he has no idea. 2C? This is high school, so that makes everyone 14 or 15. Oh, fuck off, really? 14 or 15 and they're getting around like that? They are, because that's the equivalent of year 8. Year 2 in secondary school. Christ, these people are quite active. Where are their parents? Shu makes his way up to the stairs to the second year's floor. No Scrabble being played here. But someone was trying to reenact the Olympics, apparently. That's nice of them. A lot of the students have dispersed, but Masaharu and a handful of others have stayed behind, presumably to discuss the exam. Shu spots Masaharu in the corner of a room talking to another boy he recognizes as... Yeah, I'm not even going to try it. Yay! Japan! Where young teenagers can have white hair because apparently 1 in every 5 people has Richard Gere syndrome in Japan. I don't know how you make taking exams look so effortless. Effortless? Hardly. I didn't study that much, so I'm pretty worried. Look at his tie. That's always a good way. It's way too loose. As is Masaharu's, to be fair. Shu vaguely remembers Yukinari, I think I did that right, coming to their house to work on a project with Masaharu once before, but he's never actually talked to Yukinari before. Masaharu lays his head on his desk and lets out a muffled groan. Even though you say that, you'll end up getting a higher score than me anyway, right? Yukinari laughs lightly. Come on, you don't have to turn everything into a competition, Mr. Basketball Star. Masaharu only sighs in response. He looks exhausted. He doesn't look tall enough to be a basketball star. Yukinari glances away from Masaharu for a moment and catches Shu's eye. He smiles knowingly and nudges Masaharu's shoulder. Look, your brother's here. Shouldn't you go? When Masaharu looks up and sees Shu, he sighs again, only more dramatically. Hey, fuck you! Why do I have a green tie and now a red tie? Is it because I'm in a year below them? Yeah, I'm not exactly thrilled to see that mug of yours either, Masa. Now hurry up. Alright. See you later. Hosawakawa? Is that Yukinari? I presume so. Yukinari nods her goodbye before he starts getting his own stuff together. Where's Aniki? I don't know who these people are. Don't know, he wasn't at the Is that the other brother? Natsume? Whatever. Don't know, he wasn't at the entrance. His classroom's farther than yours, so I thought I'd get you first. What the hell took you so long? We had our first exam of the week, Shu. I was discussing it with some of my classmates, comparing answers, you know. Like that'll do you any good. The tests have already been turned in, right? It's for relaxation purposes. Whether you know that you've done what everyone else has done, or gone on a maverick one and not done what anyone else has done and fucked it up royally. Yeah, but never mind. A slacker like you wouldn't understand. Got that right. Anyway, there's no way Annie would be doing that, so that doesn't explain what's keeping him. Forget discussing the test. I can't even imagine Aniki talking to anyone in his class other than Aki. Not calling him Chi-chan, that's ridiculous. They walk to the school entrance to make sure they haven't missed their brother while on the second floor, but Natsume is nowhere to be seen. Has he been kidnapped by, like, one of my ex-jilted lovers? I would not put it past him.